Cameras and action. I'll tell you to also go aggressively. I suppose the other problem I face is that even once I get my transport ships up and running, it's going to take me 70 days to plan the you've been puppeted, eh? The axis grows even stronger. This has me really thinking I should actually hold off. And if I hold off, I'm going to take a hit to my which way to go here? Large navy? Yeah, why not? It's not really going to be a large navy, but we can pretend. So there's the justification against us. Alright, I think I'm going to cancel these other justifications I've got going on. I think I'm just going to have to let that slip, because I've got to hold myself against the Germans here, and if I don't try and do something about it now, they're just going to roll right over the top of me, so that's the last thing I want. Italy did go to join the Axis, didn't they? Have I got that cruiser yet? No, let's just boost this up to another 3 there. That'll do nicely. Let's actually recall my fleets for the moment and rejoin them. So, what do I want you to do? Tell you to hold, merge, and I want you to do convoy raiding in the English Channel and along the North Sea here, just in case, so that I don't have any surprise naval invasions. I wonder if these guys, yeah, you couldn't possibly ask me to join them, but you're really I'm gonna get slammed from both sides here. I've got Germany justifying against us, and I've got, well, yeah, you've got a war goal against me, and you've got a war goal against me. This is going to be painful. Alright, well, we'll hold out as long as we can. What else can I pick up here that's going to be useful? Not going to get that in time. Let's grab Recon Company. They might be a bit of a bonus for us. Well, as I said, I'm kind of going with the theory that I'm going to let Germany sort of pull up against these walls here and hopefully make it really hard for them. So I'll actually, let's move those down and try and increase the level of these forts a bit more also. Which I'd like to think the level 5 forts will be enough. There comes that declaration. Yep. Let's see how well I can hold. Alright. Soviets want to join me. Non-aggression pact from Poland and volunteers. In the very least, I'll take the volunteers, because I said that I was not going to join a faction. Pact of non-aggression is fine. We will decline you. Now I've got all of my guys. Yep, you're working over there. And you guys, well, I should select both yous. Go that and that. So used to go like that. So that should give me a bit of air support. I'm just wondering. See, part of it, they may look at me and think, you've got too high a level of force, we're not even going to bother pushing in. I doubt I'm actually going to be that lucky, but it's definitely worth a shot. Because, like, if they just sit there for long enough, then, as I said, I then face the other problem that I have almost no doubt that eventually the Allies are going to turn against me. let's put some forts along here where the ports are, and I should probably put some land forts along here also. So that if the Allies decide to turn against me, they're not just going to be able to get a sudden and easy run right into my territory, because that'll make me capitulate in next to no time, and I don't want to do that. What to pick up, 0.23 years ahead for, let's take the research time, because research time's always useful. I've got an extra research slot, so I'll take that. If I increase that, no. About, what can I do for? I will go with some air superiority there, once I get the points. There goes Poland and Lithuania. So, I suppose I'm fortunate that they're not pushing against me yet. Yep, their next goal will be war with France. Air wings with no mission. Who's not doing a mission? Didn't I give you a mission? I'm sure I gave you a mission. Have I got even more planes to add in there? Hold on, what were you doing? Alright, for a second there I thought, no, actually I'll leave that run as is. He's already, no, that's naval combat. I can live with that, I suppose. Let's add in, a bit of army effort, why not? Yeah, I think the level of the forts are scaring the Germans a bit. They're like, we're not going to push against that. So that's not so bad. Still leaves me with the problem that I can't really build up any more like divisions that I could use to start attacking these other places in the meantime. Yeah, so you've got a guarantee now also. Is that? Ah, that's the Soviets pushing against them. I thought it was my guys, and I'm thinking, why? You know you're not going to win against those kinds of numbers. And if I weaken myself in any way, they are just going to roll right over the top of me. So I suppose, as I said, my main choice will be is that they're going to have very little chance of pushing through the Maginot Line there. And I wonder, have they... There's probably a reasonable chance that non-aggression pact from France. Will you honour it? That is the real question. You have war goals against me. Sorry, your country leader has war goals against me. Well, you say you'll give me a non-aggression pact. I have a feeling that you'll cancel it at some point, but we'll take it. And I will, I'll give you a chance to help out. Try and take down the British. I'm sorry, not take down the British, take down the Germans. Apparently they didn't have forts down here, because you can see that Italy's already starting to break through. And, well, hey, Germany managed to push through your forts there, so a lot of good the Maginot Line did for you. What do I need to upgrade? Infantry equipment. Let's take that. This has got me glad that I'm... no, hold up. I need to move you there. Why'd that bypass? Ah, because I've already researched it. Let's keep going with the doctrine effort. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to reassign some of these divisions to here. So let's just delete that particular order. And I should probably take 1, 2, 3 Fouriers and Butcher's defending these ports. So that's 1, that's 2, this is 3, if it takes, and that's number 4. And I should have actually assigned like this, but sometimes you miss little things like that. Alright, so you can see they're trying to push against me there right now. So it's a good thing I picked up on this and was like, yep, let's take it back. Try and cover our butts. As it can be little things like that just sort of slip your mind and you're like, oops, suddenly I'm dead. So yeah, as I said, I've got the British here kind of helping. I should probably prioritise these land forts over here, because if I'm not prioritising it, then I'm not going to get any extra kind of help. Yeah, I'll take the extra run, entry offensive, yeah. Tanks, well, I don't use them anyway, but I might as well have the focus. Yeah, looks like you're making a decent push into France there. Not really what I wanted, but it is what it is. Alright, looks like I'm successfully holding at the moment. So yeah, I'm just going to have to wait and see what happens if I can get these forts built up enough. Anything there that's going to help me? Ace generation or AA attack? Don't think either of those are really going to help. Oh no, hold up. Let's boost that conscription law. Yes, okay. Because I've lost one of my forts over here. And usually, once you lose a fort like that, you've got no chance of getting it back. China's capitulated. Alright. I think this probably explains part of the problem, that you guys may have been stretching yourself. Where's that? Right there. Let's shorten that up. Yeah, if you guys are reorganising yourselves like that, then you can, alright, now push, tack, go, quick. What else can I pick up? Yeah, make nice, let's go. Yes, thank you, got it back. Just what I wanted. Sometimes you have to wait for opportune moments like that. I can see Yugoslavia going down. Are the Germans already in it? Whoa, hold up, we've got some really interesting ones going on. Did I just see... No, I thought I saw that Pearl Harbor fall. Maybe they didn't. It was all going past pretty quick. Ah, it would have been Paris. Yeah, so the Franco-British Union happens. Something you certainly don't see whenever the you play in the historical focus, but it is one that happens from time to time when you're playing non-historical. You've still got a war goal against me, which doesn't make me happy. Here's a thought. Go. Push in. Because I think they will panic and they will send a bunch of divisions my way to try and stop me. At least I've got my forts that give me a bit of a fallback line, so to speak. And sometimes this can be all there is to it, is simply watching like what's happening. If you've got a bit of an opening, yeah, you can see they've panicked and they've started sending the divisions back up. So, yeah, we'll keep that going for a bit. At least we managed to encircle a few of the divisions there, I think. Oh, yeah, I suppose kind of encircled. It's either way, we'll tell them to push, and hopefully I'll be able to gain a bit of ground for myself. As you can see, just taking this small amount here gave me an extra 10 factories, so not a bad deal there. Let's take all of that and that. And oh, so the Soviets have joined in. Well, the Germans are certainly going to panic now and send a whole bunch of divisions over to the Eastern Front there. No, Western Front. Yeah. I'll take your non-aggression pacts, but I'm still not joining your faction. And I suppose I'll quickly turn around. I will. You won't accept my offer of military access. You have strategic reasons to be hostile to me, but you're happy enough to have me join the faction. Interesting. Some of the reasons it gives, you just really wonder to yourself. Well, I think based on that there, I'm going to take the divisions that are assigned here. How many are you? 4. Let's make it 3. Join them. And I think I'll actually leave you there. And this is sort of praying that they won't bother pushing in to the rest of what was France there. Yeah, I'll take those non-aggression pacts. Denmark joined allies. And this is the other thing, simply because Germany is as scripted as it is, despite the fact that they're at war with practically everyone around them, they're just going to keep declaring war on more and more people until they eventually screw themselves. Which you can see looks like, yeah, I'm kind of gaining ground but kind of losing ground at the same time. So I mean, it's not going to be an easy fight, let's face it, you know. I've got like, what, 36 divisions grand total versus their 140 to 232, anywhere between that. I usually like to settle about halfway between those two numbers and say, yeah, that's what they've got. But, you know, when they've got their, like, is that heavy tanks, the Panzer divisions? Yeah, oh, that'd be medium tanks. You know, versus just my stock standard infantry. Non-aggression pact with Ireland. Despite the fact that I was going to declare war on you, I'll go ahead and take that. Because let's face it, at any point where I decide, yep, I'm going to can the non-aggression pact, I can easily just sort of turn around and go, yeah, cancel that and declare war. So I suppose I'm kind of operating on the theory at the moment that I can make a big push into Germany here, take a lot of them either for myself or just puppet them. And once that happens, it then puts me in a much better position where I can be like, hey, who wants to take over England, for example? And yeah, that can be quite fun. I suppose in preparation for that, let's start preparing some research for paratrooper divisions, because yeah, I'll never get sea superiority against the British, naval superiority I should say, but I can certainly have a very good chance of actually conquering them if I take the paratrooper divisions. because that's what I've done plenty of times whenever I've played as, like when I did the Austria-Hungary run. I think, yeah, I took Austria, ended up with a little airport over here, where it gave me just enough range in my paratroopers to land, I think it was like that cell there, and so, no, hold up, it was that one there. All I had to do was send half of them up to Paris, half of them into Orleans there, and it was enough to capitulate France. Yeah, see, here's part of the problem, that I can get a bit of a push, but then I get pushed back. So I think the main problem I'm going to face there, I thought I was actually going to have a big deficit in infantry equipment or something, but that seems to be holding out well. So I'm happy with that. I'll leave that at service by requirement for now. Let's pick up the air combat training. That sounds good. And I'm pushing all the way down there, am I? Oh well, it is what it is. That's too far ahead of time. Again, too far ahead of time. I don't want tanks. I'm not really going to worry about artillery at the moment. Can I get... industry's still just a bit far ahead. Let's pick up some encryption. That'll be a nice little boost. Now what have you done here is have split this army somehow. What I should probably do is, that's these 5 divisions. Let's take you, reassign you over there. And to be honest, the little bit of ground that I've gained here, I couldn't care less about. But what I will do is take, let's say, 2 of these divisions, 1, 2, and put you onto, where did I see that gap that I need to block? I think right there. I've got some there that are on a fort. That'll protect the other fort, and that way any of the others that get pushed back, they'll have forts to fall back onto. So that's alright, I can live with that. Because let's face it, really the direction that I want to push in is this way, not down here. Well, I think the fact that Germany would have had to have put a lot of divisions here to slow the Soviets down is why I'm getting such a good push in myself. So if it wasn't for that, I can almost guarantee that I'd still be sitting back at my line. So, I mean, granted it's a group effort, but as I said, I'm hoping that I get quite a fair bit of the war score out of this. A few more factories. What am I going to assign you to? You're maxed out, you're maxed out. Let's max you out also. I've got some more ships going on. Let's make it... yeah, more destroyers, why not? And it seems, despite my instructions before, you're still pushing down here. Why? Didn't I give you an order all the way over here? You shouldn't be unassigning. Actually, this is probably why. That one there. So let's delete that off. The equipment effort's fine. Yeah, let's do another equipment effort. Because we all want better equipment. There's part of me that wants to make the joke, you know, that's what she said, but having better equipment, that's what he said. And sorry about the really bad jokes. Sometimes I just can't help myself. Yeah, I'm only smoking cigarettes, and while I'm playing, it's like I'll sort of forget that I'm smoking and then be like, oh, it's gone out on me, I have to light it up again. So that's why you're hearing me spark up a lot. Yes. Alright, there's a bonus there. I'll take it now. Alright, got a little bit of a hole there. You push into Berlin right now. And you... yeah, you push into Berlin also. Go. And you push into Berlin. Alright, nearly there. Alright, what else have I got to take besides Berlin? Vienna. Well, that one's a lot further away. As you can see, it's definitely thinned out their lines this time. And yeah, seem to be making a decent amount of progress now. Still not joining the faction. You can send it as many times as you want. I'm not taking it. Alright, what else should I queue up? Let's queue up them, and max that out, and that. I'll probably move the fighters up a bit, so that you have some nice factories to work with. Let's start building the light cruisers on top of the destroyers. Ah, great, nationalist Spain. Does that make another major that I'm going to have to take out? No, fortunately not. You haven't been called to the war yet. Now you have. It's like speak too soon. Alright, well once Germany goes down, certainly shouldn't have anywhere near as much. How about I tell you to... no, I won't say spearhead, but I will say that, and I'll tell you to go straight away. So push down there as quick as you can, cut a bunch of them off. I suppose I've already gone with support artillery. Let's improve that. You can see massive shortage of supplies now, but again, something I'm not really caring about at this moment. I suppose if I'm doing that, let's improve the anti-tank also. Still something I'm not using, but hey, why not have... why are you cancelling against me? Just why? These divisions aren't doing much, so let's assign you down here. And we will go ahead and delete that order. That order. We'll, suppose in a second I should check if the Soviet Union is going to accept my offer of military access. We still won't. No, well, bugger. Your loss, not mine. Let's go infantry equipment. Despite the fact I'm most of the way through. Looks like the Soviets are going to make it to Vienna before I do. But in saying that, you know, 10% more to go on Germany and you're done. Which turned out to be surprisingly easy, I suppose. As I said, it's probably more the fact that I just had all the extra support there. Ooh, you're all my equipment. Brilliant. I will take every single inch of it. I'll cancel that. And let's tell you to push down into Italy, because they're going to be the next most important ones. I suppose I'm less worried about these divisions here, and I'll assign them to clean up here. Like that. And then once they take out that lot, I'll tell them to take out the ones over there. Yalta Conference. Yeah, we demanded what seemed right. So, just Italy. Wonder how quick we'll be able to push through them. Probably nowhere near as quick as I'd like, because they're still going to have, like, oh, your numbers went way down. Wonder what happened there. Guess who's going to ruffle stomp you? Yeah, you assign there. Brilliant. Alright, well, cancel that order. Croatia's done, which I'm nowhere near Croatia. I never had anything to do with it. Can I? No, I can't assign there. But if I ask them for military access, that'll be nice. And you took my states, you son of a bitch. Oh well, let's go there. And I'll tell you to push all the way down there. Go ahead and go straight away. So yeah, again, in theory I should have absolutely no problem pushing into Italy because they have bugger all divisions. I've got more divisions than they do. That's the almost embarrassing part, isn't it? Fall of Rome. Yep, that's the British with their naval invasions again. No, they're not marijuana cigarettes. I am occasionally looking over at chat and I see what's being said. They're only normal rollies. That's all for this episode, folks. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and join me for the next episode coming soon.